start the review now. Just start with like a good intro.
Good evening and welcome to the Five Flags Arena on a historic night here for Dubuque, Iowa for their first professional football game between the Iowa Power and the Iowa Nighthawks. I'm Hugh Maloney and joining me is Trevor Raging. Trevor, it's going to be a fun game and a historic night.
Oh yeah, especially with Dubuque getting a new professional sports team here in the beloved city. Looking at the Nighthawks as they are just coming off their first season under the SPFL, the Southern Plains Football League. Made it to the Southern Conference title game, but fell short and, well, couldn't make it to Albert Lee for the league title game. But they're here gearing up for their for an arena game against your Iowa Power right before they start a fall league coming up here in a few weeks.
Yeah, like you said, it's going to be a preseason exhibition match, and the accolades you just listed off for the Nighthawks under their first season, it's going to be a good test for the Power coming into that.
Oh yeah, especially when you've got a veteran quarterback in Frederick Griggs. He used to play arena ball for the Massachusetts Pirates. So the Nighthawks, excuse me, are coming in with a little bit of a veteran when it comes to a game like this, but I'm pretty sure nothing the Power can't handle.
Yeah, and we're talking pre-game. Who are some of the players you're going to be looking out for? Nighthawks?
For the Nighthawks, I will say take a look, keep an eye out for number 2, Tommy Lagarde. He was one of the big key factors for the Nighthawks during their SPFL season. Had a lot of catches, some clutch catches as well, which kept the Nighthawks in for most of their games throughout the season. What about for the Power, Hugh? What do you see? What player do you think the Nighthawks should look out for?
Yeah, I'd have to go with Blake Bartz, the quarterback. I've heard he's had some great practices. He's got a lively arm, and I'm ready to see some Bartz bombs for some touchdowns deep down the field tonight.
There we go. Coming up here in a couple minutes, we will have the Iowa Power Plant Corner. We've got interviews with actually player William Westbury for the Nighthawks. At the time I recorded it, he was the offensive coordinator, so bear with me on that air. And then we will have an interview following our sponsorship with the Marines. Got a little commercial for you guys on that. Following that will be Anthony Bartley. We go over what made him want to bring a team to the lovely city of Dubuque, Iowa. And actually, one of the odd questions I asked him was, why Five Flags Arena? Or Five Flags Center. The gorgeous arena that we're looking at down here. So, any other final words before we send it off to Past Me?
I'm excited to see what Past You asked for questions, and I'm excited to get some football going.
Alrighty, let's shoot it over to Past Me for interviews with William Westbury and Anthony Bartley. We bring you the Posh Lounge Power Plant Corner here on the Iowa Power pregame show, but right before the Iowa Nighthawks take on your Iowa Power here on the Iowa Power YouTube page. Joining us now is William Westbury, offensive coordinator for the Iowa Nighthawks. Excuse me. Will, good to see you again.
What did he drop off?
Good to see you, Trevor.
Huh?
What did he drop off?
So I know that we are a couple weeks
whose numbers do we need to switch?
from
So
the
you're gonna send this
SPFL
to them, right?
Southern
Yeah.
Conference title game. How are you holding up from that?
Pretty good. I mean, overall, I thought the season went really well, and we took a lot of steps forward to become a better organization.
Now that season's done, we have a little exhibition game for you guys up here in Dubuque against the Iowa Power, one of the partners. One of the partner teams between the two. What goes into preparing from playing on a full-scale field to an arena style, going from the 11-man / 9-man style?
I think it's just a lot. Obviously, the spacing is different, but it's just a lot faster game. It's not a lot of field to get space in unless it's deep down the field. But it's most. I've researched and from playing the one game I was able to play in, it's just a very fast game. Everything's quick. You got to think quicker. Your time clock in your head's got to be a lot faster.
And I know that we all mentioned the rules here with Bartley here on the second half of the power plant corner here. So Westbury, you're bringing a very historic team out of Newton who has a lot of history with arena football, actually with Jim Foster being one of the team's owners. What type of preparation for players that, well, as a player standpoint, because you also used to play for the Nighthawks, what type of preparation does a player have to go through in order to get adjusted to not just the new rules that they're going to be playing with, but also the different size of fielding?
I'm not sure there's, it's tough because, experience is everything. No matter what level you play, the more experience, the better you're going to get. Adjusting is just going to have to be on the fly with a lot of these guys never playing in an arena game. Some of these guys have had at least 1 or 2 games, maybe more. I think it's just going to be adapting and adjusting as we go and trying to put the best product we can out there. Obviously, we don't get to practice as much as the Power have and, prepare for that. But we're doing all we can to make sure that everybody's ready and that we can put the best product we can on the field.
And let's go ahead and get talking about some of the players or one of the players in particular that I know that I've had good conversations with. Frederick Griggs, he came over to the Nighthawks from the Massachusetts Pirates of the Indoor Football League. Would you consider him as a leader in order to help the team adjust on the fly for the Nighthawks?
Absolutely. We're going to lean a lot on Fred, on his knowledge this Saturday. Obviously, he's coached and played at a very high level in arena football. The proof's in the pudding there. So we'll lean a lot on Fred and his knowledge, and I think that will help us go a long ways. But yeah, Fred is definitely a leader. He's got a little unorthodox style. He's very compassionate and very amped up. But I think that is what we need to actually get better. So, Fred is a big piece to our team, indoor, outdoor, 9-man, 11-man, it doesn't matter. But Fred is definitely a big-time leader.
William Westbury joining us here on the Iowa Power Plant Coaches Corner. What other players do you think could step up if Frederick Griggs ends up? Not saying he will. But let's say he ends up not being able to perform. What other players do you think can step up and be that leader role for the arena aspect of this game?
I mean, I think that could go for anybody that plays for us. Tommy Lagarde is definitely a guy that will stand out, I believe. There's other guys too that I believe that will, show that they can play at this level. I think everybody. I think it's just a matter of them putting in the time to, know what they're doing and then giving the effort.
How has technically you can call it camp been going for you guys? Because I know that you guys are also getting ready to gear up for a fall 11-man league. So does some of those routines that go into that style of camp gonna play a factor into the game this coming Saturday?
I think so. I mean, the best part is, the most important part of the team has been there, showing up, the O-line and the defensive line. And obviously, our skills players are usually right in line with that. But I think that will play a big part. I think that maybe the Power will think that it'll just be a cakewalk. But I beg to differ. I think that we'll go in there and compete with them and show them that, we're not just a regular semi-pro team. We are a team that prepares, and we have good coaching staff, and we have the will to want to win. And especially the guys that show up, that's our core, and our core really has shaped up to be a good one after this year, seeing what we could do and seeing how much we can grow. And then also with Coach Parker becoming the head coach and implementing some of his coaching philosophies, I think that our guys are really going to grow, and I think that will be a big part in how we move forward from now until fall, until next spring.
Let's get into some players that we can highlight. For the offensive side, what player do you expect to shine in this coming game?
I mean, obviously, we already spoke about Fred and Tommy. I think they will obviously shine. I think that our line will shine. I think that they will play excellent. There might just be some sleepers that we don't know about. I'm not sure on names, but I definitely think those two will show out. Stephen Harge, he's a great center. He's, we've moved him from defensive tackle to center, and it's been a good move for us. I think he'll shine. I'm not sure. I think that everybody will get the opportunity to have that ability.
And then defensively, I know that you guys are going to be missing a big piece because he's going to be playing on the power, and that is Eli Emery. What player would you see is a good step up? Is a good player that can step up and be the role that Eli brought during the SPFL season?
As good as Emery is, and he is a big piece to any team he plays on. The thing is it's not just a one-player sport. So I think that our guys play together well, especially on the defensive side. Them guys mesh, and they really help each other out. And I think as a whole, I don't think it'll be one player. I think it'll be as a whole, and I think that they'll step up all together. I don't think there's going to be anybody that shines particularly, but more of a team defensive side of the ball.
And then let's get into some keys to the game for the Nighthawks. What would you say would be one key that the Nighthawks need to have in order to come out victorious up in Dubuque?
I think just coming out with energy and effort. We have talent. The talent's there. It's just coming and wanting to play, wanting to win.
All right, Coach. I think that's all the time I've got for you. Appreciate you taking the time, and looks like you're out doing some yard work, so I'll let you go ahead and get back to that.
Appreciate you, Trevor.
Appreciate you. That's William Westbury on the Iowa Power Plant Corner. Coming up next on the Power Plant Corner, we've got head coach and owner Anthony Bartley. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back in a moment here on the Iowa Power YouTube channel.
There have always been a few ready to fight and win. Since 1775, these few have been Marines, and they come from across this land to defend the future of our nation. This year, our Corps celebrates 250 years, and Marines are proud to serve this country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
Joining us now here on the Iowa Power Plant Corner for pregame for the Iowa Nighthawks is owner and head coach of the Iowa Power, Anthony Bartley. Bartley, thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So we are a brand new team. So we had our first set of preseason tryouts. How did those go in your eyes?
Well, it's been an interesting road here, thus far. Saw some talent. We're basically trying to, really get these guys to, become one cohesive unit. That's always the struggle, especially when you're starting out. And when you're a brand new team, it's even harder. But, that's something that it's not uncommon for me. So I know how to kind of work my way through it.
So with this being a brand new franchise in the lovely city of Dubuque, Iowa, what brought upon bringing arena football to a city like Dubuque?
Well, when my partner, John, was doing some research from last year, because I was here in Iowa, he said, there's nothing going on in the city of Dubuque other than junior hockey. And I go, Dubuque? Where is Dubuque? And he said it's about an hour north of Cedar Rapids. So my thing was, let me go and check it out and see what's so special about Dubuque. When I got here, let's just say it really caught my eye. Not for the fact that there's nothing to do but watch junior hockey, because they have an excellent program with the junior hockey team, the Fighting Saints. But I looked at it as, the state of Iowa is a football state. A lot of people kind of discount Iowa being a football state, but when you look at the programs that they have, the collegiate programs, it all makes sense. So for a city like Dubuque to not have anything else as far as sports entertainment, other than, the three colleges that they have here and the high school, arena football seems to be the perfect fit. So
for arena football, for the new fans of arena football, so explain the difference between what you would see on the regular gridiron compared to arena style.
Well, just a little history fact. Arena football was born right here in Newton, Iowa. Jim Foster, he is the inventor of arena football. He's also the first owner of the Newton Nighthawks, which are now rebranded as the Iowa Nighthawks, which my assistant GM, Mark Mackerman II, he's now owner of the Newton/Iowa Nighthawks. So just a little bit of history. But arena football is basically more of a gladiator style of football. It's a sport that allows fans to be more interactive, but we're talking 8-man football, a lot of scoring. You're playing on a reduced size field with no sidelines. All you have is a padded wall that is very unforgiving. Again, just like the concepts with Canadian football, it allows the offensive person to move forward in a forward motion. And it's really, it's really geared toward high scoring. People like touchdowns and big hits. And, when you got players flying over the wall to make a catch and they land in your lap, it's exciting. You don't get that in traditional football. But here, again, it's more fan interactive.
And with the first of ever game that it won't go into any form of record book, but the first ever game that the Power are playing happens to be against the partner team with the Iowa Nighthawks. What came about that being the first official opponent for the Power?
Well, last season when I was in Cedar Rapids, we did an exhibition game against the Nighthawks, and I actually enjoyed playing against them because of the fact that the gentlemen they came to play, they showed a lot of class and professionalism. And, having Mark on a part of our staff, he brings that same type of energy. And watching his team play this past season, I actually, even prior to the start of their season, I basically said, hey, I want to put them on the schedule because I felt like this is an opportunity for a lot of these young guys to move up to the next level, if need be. And we've signed some of their players, for this upcoming inaugural season for the Power. So again, it's a way for these guys to showcase their talent. And I just felt that it was fitting. We got the former owner, and then now we have us, it's just all fitting.
And a couple of those key guys that the Power have signed, I can mention just a couple off the top of my head. Elijah Emery, we all call him Eli in the locker room. Right. And Kane Krizik, who just recently signed. Since we're on the topic of players now, let's go ahead and talk about what's one player that you saw at training camp that's going to, let's say, be the star. Like the one guy that hey, I can rely on this dude to at least get us a couple yards.
Well, I mean, offensively, it's different, because like I said, I got a lot of talented individuals. So it's hard to really try to pinpoint just one individual. But, when I look at things as a whole, I got two outstanding quarterbacks, two totally different styles from each other. Blake Bartz, he's one of them. Trey Robinson, he's my other quarterback. These guys are like night and day. So it brings a different type of energy, I must say. Then I have my third quarterback, TK Restpress. Again, all three of these guys are different in certain ways. So what I'm looking to do is bring out the best in each and every one of them. They all can fit into my scheme, and like I told them, I have everything set specifically just for them. So it's going to be very interesting to see how well these guys perform. I have a really good receiving core, with in Demond Street and Kevon Bickham. Wow, like I said, a lot of speed. Trayon Nash, he's another one. He's a seasoned vet. Like I said, a lot of experience that I'm bringing on the offensive side. Defensively, Elijah Emery, he's a monster.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
That's 6'6", 285 pounds of pure monstrosity. And getting him aligned with my line coach Guy Lee. We call him Tiny. You know, he's learning a lot more in regards to the game itself. You know, it's going to be, like I said, it's a lot to it. So we're bringing in not only just, you know, the rookies, but I have veterans coming in like Keenan Walton. He's played in the indoor game for me professionally. He's been around me longer than anyone has. You know, he's one of those veterans that can say he's won championships, literally. He's won 4 championships playing for me. You know, so he, like I said, he's that veteran. Guys, Tyler Meeks, who's coming in, you know, he's you know, getting out of that rookie stage into that veteran stage of indoor ball. Like I said, it's a lot of talent to really try to, you know, pinpoint from. You know, we just picked up CJ Dean, who played over here at UD, you know, and he's going to turn out to be one hell of a, you know, linebacker / strong safety, because he's, you know, he's energetic. He was taught well. Just watching him, you know, go through his progressions and making those big tackles during our scrimmage this past weekend. You know, guys like that, you know, really gives me that confidence that when we really get out there, it's going to be very difficult to not only score on my team, but it's going to be even more impossible to stop my offense.
And speaking of the defense, the Power, like I said, are going up against the Iowa Nighthawks, who have a veteran quarterback not a quarterback, but a veteran player when it comes to arena football in Frederick Griggs. How does a defense stop a quarterback like Frederick Griggs?
Well, the whole idea when it comes to stopping, you know, him, and again, he's a veteran, you know. I know what his skill set is, and just watching him play, he's an athlete. Oh, yeah. You know, but it all comes down to coaching at the end of the day. The one thing about me is, you know, I put together a pretty well-experienced coaching staff. Myself and Coach Lee, you know, probably the more experienced out of anybody. But, you know, for someone like me, I know how to shut someone down.
Let's get into keys to the game here. We've got, like I said, we're coming up on game day. Opening game for the franchise. What do you got for keys to the game for the Power?
Well, for us, it's just all going to be about seeing how everybody's going to fit in this puzzle that we're trying to build. You know, the scrimmage is one thing. You know, and I give shout out to the Midwest Typhoon because they came out, you know, and they gave us a little bit of work. So it kind of helped us see, you know, and make some of the corrections that we need to correct going into this game. But at the end of the day, it's all about us taking control. You know, we need to control every aspect of the game, from the start of the kickoff to the final buzzer.
And that is what the Power are looking to do, especially against a partner like the Iowa Nighthawks, who I gladly had the privilege of calling their entire SPFL season. One final question for you, Coach, and then I'll go ahead and let you go for what else you got to do for the day. So the arena we're going to be playing at is the Five Flags Center. What made you look at that arena for arena football?
Well, it's small. It gives you more of an intimate feel when you go in there. You know, it's not too big where, you know, you got these, you know, nothing wrong with having a 6,000-7,000, you know, seat arena. But, you know, with arena football, the average attendance goes anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000, depending on the city that you're in. You know, walking into the Five Flags Center, I felt like it was a perfect fit because, you know, no seat is a bad seat. At the end of the day, you can literally see everything on the field. You can probably see the color of a player's eyes if you look hard enough. You know, that's how good the seating is. And the fact that when the crowd gets going, you know, it could really sound off. You know, it can erupt, you know, shake the rooftops, you know, shatter windows or what have you. The fact that you can really get into it, that's what I like about it. So I felt like this is a good home for the Power.
And it looks like a really gorgeous arena from the pictures that I've seen. Well, Coach, that's all the time that we have for you. Posh Lounge, one of the sponsors for the Power this year, sponsoring this segment for the Power Plant Coach's Corner, or the Power Plant Corner, excuse me. District 2020 also sponsoring the provider for the polo that you're currently wearing. That looks really good. Riley Subaru for being a support system. Best Western for welcoming the Power and their visiting teams. The Swiss Inn for also being a supporter, and the rest of the sponsors that the Iowa Power got. Coach, thank you for your time. And
Thank you.
And we'll see you on Saturday.
Sounds good.
Coach Anthony Bartley on the Power Plant Corner.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering purpose and belonging well-earned. Fighting and winning for our nation and its people. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment is visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis. Always faithful. Always Marine.
Introducing number 9, wide receiver defensive back, Treyon Nash. Introducing number 10, a wide receiver, Sam Yeager. Wearing number 11, defensive back wide receiver, Jalen Miller. Wearing number 20, running back linebacker, Jannard Nunley. At linebacker and running back, number 21, CJ D. Wearing number 22, your kicker, Curtis Petter. Wearing number 23, a defensive back, Keenan Walton. Number 24, defensive lineman linebacker, De'Aaron McAdams. Wearing number 28, defensive lineman and fullback, Elijah Emery. At running back and linebacker, wearing number 33, Jaden McKay. Offensive lineman and defensive lineman wearing number 42, Tanner Hausinga. Wearing number 56, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Michael Hill. Wearing number 77, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Chris Bird. Number 78, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Dawson Hilbert. Got all of them? Ladies and gentlemen, some balls may leave the field of play. We ask that if they do leave, please return them back into the playing field.
Hey, are we supposed to be doing a national anthem? Or no?
Yeah, DJ's gonna play it.
DJ's gonna play. Okay. Coin toss currently happening down on the field. The Nighthawks are the visitors, so they will call heads or tails. Points in the air. Power have won the toss, folks. Power will receive the opening kickoff to start the game, folks. gorgeous performance of our national anthem here inside the power plant, Five Flags Center, here in Dubuque, Iowa. Trevor Racci, along with Hugh Maloney, here getting ready to call the first game for your Iowa Power.
Yeah, Trevor, we had some great introductions, and the crowd really got into it, and I think it's going to be an exciting season for some Iowa Power football. We're just moments away now from kickoff.
As we get ready for opening kickoff, let's go over the jerseys, because I have a couple fans asking the jersey colors. Your Iowa Power will be rocking black helmets with purple jerseys, purple pants with yellow numbers and letters with a black trim on it. The Iowa Nighthawks will be rocking their black eggshell jerseys with yellow numbers, with yellow pants with a red and black stripe up the side. The Power have won the toss. They elected to receive the opening kick. As we get ready for the first ever professional arena football game here in the lovely city of Dubuque.
Looks like back to return for the Powers, number 5, Tyler Meeks, as well as number 1, Marquis Whitlock.
That? Got a slight delay here before the start of the game.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of confusion going on here, but I'm sure our great officiating staff and crew here will have it figured out momentarily.
Officiating crew provided by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Thank you to them for providing us the officials for tonight's inaugural game for your Iowa Power.
They're part of history.
There you are.
So are we, partner.
Oh yeah, first game calling between us.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited as well.
There we go. We finally got a football.
They just wanted to make us wait a little longer, let the anticipation grow a little.
Or they were waiting for the official 7:05 kickoff time. Carter Heasley to kick off for the Iowa Nighthawks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arena Football in Dubuque, Iowa. We're underway for the power plant.
Got a return here at the 20, makes a little cut back. Spinning down, brought down right after the 20-yard line.
What a takedown.
Whitlock on the return for the Power. Coming out here. Looks like Trey Robinson's going to be at quarterback here. 6'2", 190 pounds from Furman. Whitlock in motion. High snap for manages it well. Bounce this one out to the left side. Stays on his feet. Keeps going down the sideline. That's going to be a power touchdown. That's an Iowa power touchdown.
Opening play of the season.
Scored by number 20, Jannard Nunley. Yeah, that was a great play. Jannard Nunley just, hey, I think Iowa Power fans going to be happy with that. That's how every play goes this season.
Oh yeah. Kind of give a taste of the Nighthawks their own medicine. Their opening play of their season for the SPFL went for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So a little bit of taste of their own medicine. Power on the board to open the game.
Score 6-0.
And so a little bit of explanation here. This league does have kicking, but we don't have the goalpost, so every point after attempt will be a 2-point conversion.
Robinson sends Whitlock in motion. He's on the read option, keeps it, looking to make something happen, spins around. He's going to be brought down for no gain.
That was Frederick Griggs on the stop.
2-point conversion, no good.
So Frederick Griggs for the Iowa Nighthawks, wearing number 8 tonight, gets the stop on the 2-point attempt. Power take a 6-0 lead on the opening play of their franchise.
Yeah, a solid 61 seconds have come off the clock so far. And we may be in for some high-paced offense here.
Man, that's what this
A barn burner, yeah. what indoor football is all about.
Barn burner in an old barn. I love that. I love that. POSH Lounge providing the in-arena tunes today. We want to thank them for coming out. One of our other big sponsors, Hy-Vee.
Used to work at Hy-Vee myself.
Yeah, our camera lady actually currently does.
Helpful smile in every aisle.
Oh yeah. Also want to thank Best Western Plus for providing a welcoming home to all of our visiting teams and the Iowa Power for their players that are traveling from out of state. Thank you for partnering with powering up with your Iowa Power.
I like what you did there.
Gotta get the hashtag in there once in a while.
Yeah.
It's all about hashtags nowadays.
That's how you get the views.
Oh yeah. Kickoff is going to be returned by Tommy Lagarde. Lagarde trying to find a running lane, cannot get anywhere upfield. He gets taken down at about the 12-yard line. The Nighthawks will take over 1st and 10.
You just want me to do the public address announce, and you can do that, and you can do the game.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do both.
Yeah, I can. Frederick Griggs at quarterback for the Iowa Nighthawks. Got Matthew Yeager behind as he's going to send both his receivers in motion. Takes the snap. Looks to Mason Russell, taken down at the 24-yard line. 1st down for the Nighthawks. Good opening play.
That's a 1st down for the Nighthawks. Meeks on the tackle.
Good opening play for the Nighthawks, as they are now in Iowa Power territory. Yeager and Lagarde going to switch spots here. And he's going to move William Westbury, who actually is playing this game, back, sends them both in motion. Handoff goes nowhere, gets back to about the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play, tackled by Elijah Emery.
He's 2nd down for the Nighthawks. Former Nighthawk Eli Emery on the stop on that play. Griggs looks deep. He's got Yeager! And it falls incomplete.
Second down pass incomplete, bringing up third down.
Third down coming up for the Nighthawks. 11-10 to go. Hawk continues to run, even though it was an incomplete pass. Interesting. Great. He's going to run. Man, who's got many tricks up his sleeve? Gets put into the boards inside the 5. First down for the Nighthawks. Frederick Griggs. Yeah. Frederick Griggs.
Griggs with the first down run.
And we are inside the Best Western red zone. Griggs, he's got two receivers on the backside, sends them in motion. Quick pass, Tommy Lagarde tries to run over a power player, and he's not going to get too far upfield. Gain of maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line of the power. Nighthawks looking to punch this in. Griggs puts his receivers in motion. He's going to take it himself. Griggs to the left side, and he's going to take him down. No gain on the play. 3rd down.
Griggs with the run, and that brings up another 3rd down.
Griggs is going to have William Westbury and Tommy Lagarde. He's going to move his receivers back a couple more yards. Sends them in motion. Griggs fakes the pitch. Passes, tries to find Lagarde, and he gets knocked away.
Griggs with an incomplete pass. C.J. Dean with the pass deflection and power plant. That brings up 4th down.
Down coming up for the Nighthawks. 8:27 to go here in the first quarter. The first ever quarter for your Iowa Power. Russell and Yeager back, and we've got whistles.
I think his shoe's untied.
Oh, looks like Griggs' shoe is untied. And I thought the clocks would stop on a play like that. It has not. It continues to run. 7:45 to go. Pass, end zone. Oh my goodness, did he hauled that in? He did! It's a Nighthawk touchdown! Oh my goodness!
Nighthawk touchdown. Can't get fired up for it though. PA for power.
Tommy Lagarde on the reception. Wow!
Lagarde with the touchdown reception.
Wow! What a grab! Nighthawks going for 2. Or Nighthawks with a 2-point attempt because no kicking in preseason for some reason. Yeager and Westbury put in motion. Griggs fakes the pitch. Oh, what a move! Griggs gets taken down at about the 3. No, 2-point falls no good.
Number 24, De'Aaron McAdams on the stop there.
You got the voice, bro. I said you got the voice down.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're gonna bring Hugh back here for his opinions on how that first drive for the Power defensively went. I mean, the Nighthawks just found their groove and walked all the way down the field.
Yeah, no, the Power really gonna have to make some adjustments, obviously, but you know, some great plays that the Nighthawks made on offense. I mean, Griggs you saw him scrambling around out there. He's gonna be a problem in that pocket, and then just once again, that touchdown catch was absolutely bonkers.
Hashtag Sports Center top 10, maybe? Wow! Like, because the cool thing was, and I know it might be a little bit fandom here, but I literally saw him go over the board, so I'm like, did he catch that? And all of a sudden I saw the ball. And I'm like, what the heck?
It's like baseball when the outfielder makes a diving catch and shows the glove. That's what it reminded me of.
Oh, yeah. Wow, what a catch by...
Just playing catch up there.
Yeah, they're playing catch over here.
Meeks and Whitlock back to return for the Power.
So Carter Heasley back on to kick back off to the Power. And it's going to be returned by Meeks. Meeks has a lane up the left side, fumbles the football, and I believe it is recovered by the Nighthawks. And it is. A special teams takeaway for the Nighthawks as they will retain possession. Uh-oh.
He was flying.
Meeks flying. Yeah, Meeks. That's one player that we'll definitely have to highlight throughout the season for the UIFA. And that is definitely Tyler Meeks. Dude went from the goal line to the 20 in like what, 4 seconds? Now, unfortunately, the Nighthawks were able to get the strip, so they do get the ball back. 5:12 to go here in the first quarter. So they will set up. We have a little bit of a conversation between Frederick Griggs and one of the linemen. What is going on? Clock is stopped. Possession arrow points to the Nighthawks.
Looks like we're reaching a kick.
No, they are pointing. The lineman did point in the direction of the Nighthawks. But the Power are set up as if they're gonna re-kick. Must be preseason.
A lot of confusion going on.
It must be preseason.
Nice one.
So the confusion has been settled. Actually, no, it hasn't. Actually, no, it hasn't. There's conversation happening on the towards the Nighthawks side of the bench, as the benches for the Five Flags Center are going to be basically on the opposite side of us.
Looks like some heated discussions as well.
Yeah, Frederick Griggs getting a little frustrated over here. We are figuring out. Well, okay, so review of the play, because it's been a few minutes. It was a run back by Meeks. The ball got stripped at about the 20-yard line, went forward, and the Nighthawks recovered it at their own 12. So it should be okay. So the second time
they threw a flag too during the play.
They did throw a flag during the play.
A holding it.
Okay, so. Well, they're placing it at the 12. Nice toss to the sideline by the official. All right, confusion's over. Back to football here at the power plant. Griggs back out on offense for the Iowa Nighthawks. Tommy Lagarde and William Westbury out as receivers. Griggs tries a deep shot to Tommy Lagarde, and it's nearly intercepted by Tyler Meeks.
Griggs pass incomplete. Tyler Meeks with the deflection for the power.
Man's getting a little antsy though. I'm sorry, I missed something.
Ref threw the ball, nailed
Oh.
It nailed Emery.
Oh no!
McAdams in the head.
Wow. By the way, Hugh, for the opening stream so far, 92 people in the stream today. Thank you all for tuning in. Cannot wait to bring you more of these in the next coming weeks. Griggs is going to try another deep shot again. Matthew Yeager, right through the hands. Trying to go for the home run shot, he just could not haul either one in.
Griggs pass to Yeager, incomplete. Bringing up third down.
3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Nighthawks huddle up, trying to figure out what play they want to do. Clock does stop, 3:48 to go. Griggs is going to put his man in motion. He takes the snap. In trouble. Nearly in the big trouble. Down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line, fourth down.
Elijah Emery and Jaden McKay with the sack. Bringing up third down.
How about that? Two former teammates getting involved on that play on opposite sides of the ball. Eli tackling his former quarterback. I wouldn't technically say former, because I think he is going to go back and play for the Nighthawks in the SPFL during the 2026 calendar year. But Frederick Griggs looks like the Nighthawks are going to go for it here. It is fourth. What do you want to say? Cedar Falls? Fourth and a country mile.
Throwing a monkey.
Okay, so what just happened here? surrender. Okay, so they took a rule from the Arena League, so that is called a surrender. Basically, you give the ball up and it goes back to the 5-yard line. The Power take over.
The Nighthawks surrender the possession, bringing back out the Iowa Power.
There could be another word for it in this league, but I'm just going to call it a surrender because take it from leagues that is currently going on right now. We've got whistles, minute 53 to go, and we've got
Timeout.
so many whistles here. Minute 44 to go. Clock continues to run.
A timeout.
Clock finally comes to a stop.
I think somebody called timeout.
Timeout by who?
I think the Nighthawks.
Now, the weird thing about the scoreboards here in the lovely Five Flags Center is they don't actually have a timeout to basically count. But if I were the clock keeper, I would definitely say the fouls and shots on goal, because this used to be a hockey arena for the Dubuque Fighting Saints of the United States Hockey League. I would use those as the timeouts numbers. It's like Trey Robinson back out there at quarterback for the Power. Looks over the middle, has his man, a lot of green grass in front of him. Taken down at about the 20-yard line. Trayon Nash with the reception down to the Nighthawk 20.
Robinson's pass to Nash complete for an Iowa Power first down.
The Nighthawks, the Power, calling the entire season of the Nighthawks, and you're going to slip up a little bit. Luckily, it's just preseason. Robinson puts his man in motion, rolls to his right. Tries to find a running lane, runs over a man, and he is in for the Power touchdown.
Robinson with the electrifying run for a Power touchdown.
So Trey Robinson says, I'm going to call my own number, and I'm going to tiptoe up the sideline. Or should I say tiptoe next to the wall, because there is technically no sideline. The indoor war, folks. Gotta love it. Power are looking to go for two to make this a 14-6 game. What?
I think they had it spotted wrong.
Did they call it a touchdown? Was it a touchdown?
They spotted it wrong.
But I think this is all preseason for everyone. I wonder if this is going to be... Is this a two-point conversion?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so two-point conversion from the 5. Robinson takes a snap. Looks. Spins in for 2.
Robinson with the 2-point conversion.
So the Power find a way. What in the world just happened?
He got ran into by a player.
The ref just got ran into accidentally. I'm gonna guess
By him.
by Damon Street. Yeah, all accidental. It's all good. 14-6, your Power have the lead on their friends from Newton. 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter. .2 to be exact, actually. We do have a hockey scoreboard, so it will count the .2. So if there's 0.1 seconds left on the clock and the Power need a Hail Mary, hey, at least they got the time to do it. Lagarde and Yeager back to receive the kick. Tahan Fountain out there for the Nighthawks in the middle, along with, that Jesse Quayle? No. That's Jesse Quayle's number, but it's not Jesse. Kick is away. It'll be returned by Matthew Yeager. Yeager tries to bounce to the outside, and he cannot get any farther than about the 19-yard line.
Yeager on the return, stopped by number 4, Damon Street.
And that will wrap up the first ever quarter for your Iowa Power. They have a 14-6 lead as they go
At the end of the first quarter, your Iowa Power 14 and the Iowa Nighthawks 6.
So switch ends of the field. We'll take a quick pause for the cause. We'll be back in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway here from Dubuque, Iowa. Nighthawks have possession. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. And we've got timeout by the Power.
I think it's the Nighthawks. The ref pointed this way.
I saw the lineman go up.
Oh, that one went this way.
Okay, so me and Hugh are a little confused. I saw the lineman pointing in the direction of the Power. Hugh saw the direction of the Nighthawks. I can't technically take away a timeout from either one because then it would be wrong.
Yeah.
We would be wrong on either one. Alright, we are back. Timeout is over. I actually don't know who called the timeout. I said I marked the Power, so we'll just go with that. Griggs takes the snap. He's gonna roll to the left. He's gonna continue rolling. Gets dropped, and the ball's out, recovered by Stephen Harge of the Nighthawks. Harge was right there to recover it as Griggs got lit up from behind. Second down.
McKay with the hit stick for the Power.
We have a penalty marker down. What? So ref's talking over. We have a penalty. First penalty of the game. Okay, so the penalty was holding on the Nighthawks. So I'm assuming back it up 10 yards from the original spot, it will remain first down. So the ball gets backed up to the 9. So first and 20. Griggs pitches it off. Here's Mason Russell. He gets taken down at about the 11-yard line.
Dean with the tackle for the Power. So that brings up second down.
Second and a country mile for the Nighthawks. Griggs sends his man in motion, takes the snap. He's going to try and run it himself. He did. This worked a lot well the first time he did it. He's going to get a lot of that yardage back down to about the...
Griggs with the run, brought down by Meeks.
Brought down at the 20.
As that brings up a fourth down.
Fourth down coming up. Fourth down and 10 back from the 20. Griggs sends his man in motion, takes the snap. He's going to try and heave downfield, but it is going to be easily intercepted by Tyler Meeks. Meeks on the return. Gets taken down at about the 20-yard line. Flag comes in on the interception and return.
Griggs pass intercepted by number 5, Tyler Meeks. Got a player hurt.
We've got 2 players down. Stephen Harge is one of them. Trying to see who the other one is. Tommy Ligardi for the Nighthawks? Yeah, one thing about this sport, these walls are not forgiving at all. So, fast pace, and also, am I okay to say very dangerous on air? Yeah. Fast pace, very dangerous. Got Anthony Bartley down here. We've got for the head coach of the Power. We've got a couple coaches for the Nighthawks. One of them is actually owner Gordon Head, and newly acquainted head coach David Parker.
Looking like a knee or a cramp. I think it's a cramp. Yeah, it's a cramp.
It is Tommy Ligardi. He's up. He is walking very gingerly on his leg. So 92 for the Nighthawks. I did say his name earlier correctly. It is Jesse Quayle. Westbury not happy with how that play kind of went. And I mean, I don't blame him. One of his players is now injured Lagarde looks like he is walking under his own power, though, so I would say give him a couple plays. He'll be back on the field. We got a little bit of a very heated conversation between Parker and Bartley.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just would like to warn everybody, if your phone has not gone off, we are under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30. Anything above the internet will be announced.
So if you guys didn't hear the in-arena announcement, we're under a severe thunderstorm warning here in Dubuque.
Don't look too bad.
Don't look too bad. So the power being played, so the power in the inside with actual storms on the outside.
Lightning inside and out, if you know what I mean.
So Trey Robinson back out there at quarterback for the power. Hands it off. Oh, what a move! Oh, but he gets taken down by Frederick Griggs. Markai Whitlock with the run.
Brought down by Griggs.
And like I said, hope to goodness that Tommy Lagarde of the Nighthawks is okay and he's able to return to the game. That was a nasty hit on those boards. Robinson back out there at quarterback. Put his man in motion. He's going to take the snap. Rolls to his right. Under pressure right to Fountain. He gets away from Fountain. He's going to try and run it himself. Flag comes in late.
Robinson on the run. Flag on the play.
We're at 11:51 to go here in the quarter. I never stopped the clock for that entire conversation. And it's a penalty on the Nighthawks.
On the Nighthawks. Yeah, I think he did that. I did that.
A face mask penalty on the Nighthawks moves the ball into the Best Western red zone for your Iowa Power. Well, the ball moves up just a little more. Griggs is not happy that the ball keeps constantly being placed. I mean, I understand the frustration. We're trying to figure out all the new rules with this league. So Griggs is understandably, and he's also, like I said in the pregame, a veteran of arena football. So when something doesn't go right that he thinks it should, he's gonna have a say about it. Ref kind of having enough of what Griggs is saying. And a little bit of respect between Griggs and who was that?
Michael Hill. 56.
56. Michael Hill. $11:51, and we're in the second quarter here. They haven't changed the quarter on the scoreboard. I just realized that. Robinson is going to put Damon Street in motion. Passes it out, and that goes for no gain. Frederick Briggs with the elation. Basically got all that anger out on that tackle. I just watched.
Robinson's pass for no gain.
Just watched.
Brings up
One
third
of the
down.
Nighthawk coaches basically just sprint across the field. I don't know what that was, but that was funny to watch.
That's great. I'd hate to see that again.
Alright, so we've got.
Excuse me, it brings up second down.
Second down, 11:26 to go here in the first half. All right, here we go. Trey Robinson. Gonna put his man behind him and put him back in motion. Quick pitch. He is in for the power touchdown, but let's check the flag. Holding on the power.
Penalty on the power.
Holding on the power backs it up 10, so it'll be second down from the 15-yard line. Robinson's going to move his man in motion. Takes the snap. Looks. Nearly gets taken down by Devontae Humphrey. Makes another man miss.
Whoa.
Then blows up another Nighthawk. Gets to back with inside the 10.
Robinson with the run for the power.
The third down.
That brings up third down.
Quick substitution change out there. Jesse Quayle comes in. Robinson gonna put two receivers to the right and one out to the left. He's gonna move Whitlock. Takes the snap. Looks. Nighthawk players run into each other. That pass goes over Whitlock's hands, incomplete.
Robinson's pass incomplete to the intended target, number 1, Marcon Whitlock. As that brings up fourth down.
Power looking to go for it. They don't need to make it to the end zone. It looks like they just need to make it to the 5. As they were inside the Best Western red zone.
Run the ball.
It is 4th and short. They just need to make it past the 5. Hands it off. And he's gonna be... Wait for the official. And it's a turnover on downs. He did not make it.
Robinson's run short of the first down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So the Nighthawks get a defensive stop. 8:10 to go here in the quarter. We're at 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter and the last 8 minutes of the first half. Nighthawks back on offense.
Clock's messed up now.
So the ball will be at the 6-yard line of the Nighthawks. Clock now reads 80 minutes. Now it reads 8:30. Okay, somehow a random 30 seconds just gets thrown onto the clock, and the clock begins to run. Nighthawk ball. 1st and 10 from the 6. Briggs is going to move Mason Russell back. Puts his men in motion. Takes the snap. Going to launch it deep downfield. Last time he did this, it was intercepted. And guess what? It's intercepted again. Tyler Meeks.
Briggs pass intercepted once again by number 5, Tyler Meeks.
Tyler's second interception of the game.
Blake Barnes is coming in. Blake's coming in.
So the Power regain possession as they will take back over at about the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. And we have a quarterback change. We are in preseason, so we are going to expect to see all of the quarterbacks that the Power have listed. We are now looking at Blake Bartz out of Waldorf. Blake Bartz from Independence, Iowa through Waldorf College. Or Waldorf University. I don't know which one. I don't know which one of the two. But Bartz takes the snap. Ton found with a little bit of pressure. Jesse Quayle with the pressure. And it's intercepted. But guess who? Frederick Griggs! Taken down at the 16-yard line.
Bartz's pass intercepted by Griggs.
So number 8 for the Power throws it to number 8 of the Nighthawks. Offense just cannot hold on to the ball for the last couple of possessions. But the Nighthawks in golden opportunity to draw even here in Dubuque. Ball at the 16-yard line. Frederick Griggs back out there at quarterback. Mason Russell at running back. Puts his receivers in motion. Pitches it to Russell. Russell almost found a hole. Gets body slammed inside the 10.
Nighthawks with the run. Slammed down by number 33, Jaden McKay.
So the Nighthawks just inside the Best Western red zone. Right at the 9. It'll be 2nd down and 3. .5:56 to go here in the quarter. Clock's a little off on stream, and I apologize for that. Westbury over here on the near sideline. Yeager and Russell in motion. Griggs spins out. No, he doesn't. Gets taken down. Guess who? Elijah Emery on the sack.
Griggs sacked by number 28, Elijah Emery. And that brings up a third down.
Nighthawks back at the 11. Third down. 5:10 to go here in the quarter. Griggs. Yeager and Russell in motion. Pitches it to Yeager. Only needs enough for a first down, but what a pop. And there's a flag that comes in late. There was a few that got thrown. Westbury in there.
It's going to be fun to sort out.
See what the penalty is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Nighthawks.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Nighthawks.
So 15-yard penalty on the Nighthawks puts it back at third down and what is that, 23? I don't know. Griggs takes the snap. He does have a home run ball in him. I know he does. He's going to launch it. That was William Westbury on the reception, and it falls incomplete.
Griggs' pass incomplete. And power plant makes some noise. It's fourth down.
Fourth down coming up for the Nighthawks. Westbury still a little upset, and now we've got a surrender here. So the Nighthawks will surrender the possession. Power will take over at their own 5-yard line. 2:53 to go here in the quarter and the half. Blake Bart's back out there. Takes the snap. Quick dump. Has his man. Sheds one tackle. Almost sheds another. Gets to about the 15-yard line. And I believe that's going to be good enough for a power first down.
Bart's pass complete to Street. That brings up. That's an Iowa Power first down.
They're going to give him the first. Minute 45 to go here in the first half. Power lead 14-6 here in the power plant. Blake takes the snap. Has his man again, except this time he's not gonna go anywhere on that one. Gets about 2, and that's it. Second down coming up.
Bart's pass to Street once again, as that brings up second down.
And the clock has stopped at 1 minute with the horn. Do we have a 1 minute warning? I believe we have a 1 minute warning. So arena football, I believe, I don't know if it's for every other league, but I know the indoor football league has a 1 minute warning. The clock stops right at 1 minute. As Blake's gonna take the snap. Don Fountain Wall comes out! And looks like Blake jumps right back on top of it. 50 seconds to go here in the first half.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Power, as that brings up third down.
Timeout by the Power.
As the Power take a timeout.
.41 seconds to go here in the first half. Bart with the plan that Bartley gives him. Technically, it is a 30-second timeout, so they have all the time in the world to kill here. That was about 30 seconds that I just killed off for y'all. Third down for the Power. Blake puts his man in motion, takes the snap, blitz up the middle, pass is caught right at the 22-yard line.
Bart's pass complete to Street for a first down, and that's a truck country first down.
Damon Street with the truck country first down. Tries to go quickly, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Tries to get the play out quickly. Clock's about to expire. Does get it off. Bart's is going to try and run. Nearly makes it to the 5-yard line, but the clock expires. And that is the end of the first half, folks.
Bart's with the run to end the first half. And after one half of play, your Iowa Power 14 and the Iowa Nighthawks 6.
So, what a first half of football we had. Heated moments, boards crashing, but not a lot of scores. Only 3 to report. But 2 of those belong to your Iowa Power as we head to the first half break. Fort Power 14, Nighthawks 6. Let's bring Hugh back on here for a second. Hugh, what'd you think of that first half, my man?
That was an electrifying first half. After that first play touchdown, kind of slowed down and became a little bit of a defensive battle, if you will, as the score is now only 14-6, so only one more touchdown scored after that first quarter.
Yeah, well, definitely a lot of turnovers. I did not expect there to be that many turnovers for the Power. They've been working hard in training camp and all that, but turnovers, man, they can kill you. But luckily, the Power have gotten lucky, or have gotten on the positive side of that with a couple penalties just to help them out with those defensive drives.
Yeah. Penalties and turnovers are something that every coach would tell you are just killers for any part of the game. That's something you have to avoid if you're either the Iowa Power or the Iowa Nighthawks in order to keep going forward.
So we're going to go ahead and take the 15-minute pause for the cause, presented by the Marine Corps. The few, the proud, the Marines. We'll be back for the second half of opening, inaugural Iowa Power Football. take the field. We welcome you back to the power plant, Five Flags Center, here in the lovely city of Dubuque, Iowa, where second half action is about to get underway. Trevor H. here, Hugh Maloney, unfortunately taking over for public address announcing. I got dropped on us in the beginning, right before we went live today, but I'll have him come on a couple times, maybe at the end of each quarter for the remainder of the game, just to talk about what he thought about the quarter win. As we get ready for half number 2, the Nighthawks will receive the opening kickoff of half number 2. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here. Got a couple listed down here. Hy-Vee, Best Western Plus, Queen Bee Radio. That was a new one that just got announced a couple days ago. Serve Pro, DuTrac Credit Union, or Community Credit Union, Truck Country, Riley Subaru, the YMCA of Dubuque, Precision Spine and Pain Center, Lane Madsen of State Farm, and POSH Lounge, just to name a couple. All the other sponsors are currently in the description. We thank you for your support in the first ever season for your Iowa Power.
He's so cute.
Nighthawks will receive the opening kickoff to start half number 2. 92 viewers in the chat. We did peak at about 119-ish, I think I saw. Thank you all for tuning in. In the historic Five Flags Center, I should also technically say that, the first arena for the Dubuque Fighting Saints of the United States Hockey League, before they moved down to the I'm on Ice Arena. to 6, our score. Power with the lead as we get ready for half number 2. Struggle to put them on water.
Freezing my teeth first.
On the clock, quarter 3, about to get going. Here we go for half number 2. Jaeger loses it. Luckily, he's got a lot of time to pick it up and run with it. But unfortunately, that led to
Jaeger's return, brought down by Street.
Got brought down at the 5. Frederick Griggs back out to lead his offense for the Nighthawks. Jaeger drops back to halfway into the end zone. And men are in motion. Griggs kinda slips, heaves it downfield, incomplete.
Griggs pass incomplete, bringing up second down.
Griggs kind of slipped on the turf in the end zone. And 13:30 to go here in the third quarter. It's Griggs. Puts all three of his receivers out to the left side. And he puts a fourth one out to the right. Griggs takes the snap, pitches it to Jaeger. Jaeger slips three! Down the sideline! Touchdown, Nighthawks! Matthew Jaeger, gets through the power defense and turns on the Jets and left the power in the afterburners. Comes the 2-point try from the 5-yard line. Griggs is going to put Russell, another one of his receivers, in motion. Griggs is going to run it. Nowhere to go. He gets taken down, and a 2-point conversion falls no good.
The Nighthawk 2-point conversion, no good. Keeping the score at 14-12.
Carter Heasley back on to kick the ball back to the power. You know, the awesome thing about this game is that these two teams are partners, yet they still want to win this game. Kick is away. It's going to fall just shy of the 10-yard line. That ball's live. Oh my goodness, it's Jahan Fountain! Jahan Fountain got down there and blew up the return man. Wait a minute.
Fumble on the play leads to a Nighthawk touchdown.
It's a scoop and score for the Nighthawks. It's a scoop and score, and the Nighthawks have the lead. Get the official word here, as we have another conversation happening down on the field. Clock has stopped, 11:42 to go. here. The line judge said touchdown. Is it a touchdown? Mark Mackerman, coach, and head coach Anthony Bartley out there. We have a flag down here back on the 20-yard line of the Nighthawks.
Yeah, that's on like the 18.
Clock still stopped. 11:42. Just trying to piece together what the ruling is here. Because we have a penalty marker back here at the 18-yard line. So the touchdown gets called off the board?
Huh?
I think the touchdown got called off the board. Okay, so the touchdown got called back. So we're re-kicking this. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. As Heasley will kick the ball away once again. This time it does bounce right into the hands of the power player.
Whitlock on the return for the power.
Markai Whitlock. And now we've got another penalty marker down.
With a penalty flag down on the play.
See what the unsportsmanlike conduct on the power. So back that up 15. Well, actually, no. It'll be half the distance of the goal, so back it up. Whoa.
The 3-yard line.
But the ball was at the 14. And that's a 15-yard penalty, so that would be half the distance. That ball should be at the 7. I don't make the rules. I'm just here to call a game, folks. 1st and 10 for the power. Greg's over here. I mean, I understand the frustration because technically that is a false start for him crossing the line like that. But anyway, back to live action here. Bartz puts his man in motion. Takes the snap. Looks right. Or looks left, excuse me. Has his man down at the 14-yard line. I believe it's enough for a power first down. Or is he just short?
Bartz's pass complete to Yeager for a first down, and that is a truck country first down.
So first down for the power. Bartz. Quick pass. Briggs with the takedown right at the
Bartz's
18.
pass complete to Whitlock.
They're going to give him the 17.
Bringing
They're going to put him
up
at the 17.
Second down.
So second down for the power, right at the 17. Bartz has a 3 receiver look to the right, one to the left. Looks. And it was almost intercepted by Matthew Yeager. The intended receiver was Damon Street.
Intended target, Damon Street, bringing up third down.
Chain gang, the guy holding the down marker, got a little excited running down the field. Thinking that ball was intercepted. Trust me, I thought it was too. As Bartz puts his 2 men in motion, takes the handoff and gets, oh no, Bartz keeps it. And he's going to get to about the 21. He's 4th down for the Power.
Bartz with the QB keeper brings up 4th down.
And the Power, are they going to go for it here?
Well, they should not scream it yet.
The Power are going to go for it. Blake takes a snap. Looks middle, nearly been intercepted by Frederick Griggs, but it's going to be a turnover on downs either way. The Nighthawks take over at the Power 21-yard line.
Bartz's pass incomplete. Intended target, Sam Yeager, as that becomes a turnover on downs.
So the Iowa Nighthawks out of Newton force the turnover, and they will have their 3rd possession of the second half. I believe that's actually their 2nd, sorry folks, we're in preseason mode over here as well. We're all in preseason mode. Griggs has Keith Sutton and Matthew Yeager. Dumps it off. Makes a man miss, gets ran into the sideline.
What's his name? You. At some point, could you shout out Christina, the volunteer who did the scoreboard? Or who's doing the scoreboard?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Like, give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Pass was caught. Nice little
Griggs'
game.
pass completed. That brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 2 coming up for the Nighthawks. Well, it wasn't Keith Sutton. That was Westbury. I believe that's Westbury. I'm forgetting who's who. Pitch off to Mason Russell. And it will be enough for a Nighthawk 1st down. Is that right at the 10? It is 1st and goal for the Nighthawks. I have not been running clock all second half. I apologize, folks. Now 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Griggs takes the snap, hands it to Matthew Yeager, and Yeager's going to get walloped by his former teammate, Eli Emery.
Run no good. Tackle on the play by number 28, Elijah Emery.
It'll be 2nd down and goal as the Nighthawks lose a yard. 5:40 to go here in the quarter. Should be relatively close to what the scoreboard says now. Westbury being moved out to the left side. Griggs runs left. Ooh. He gets to it just inside the 5.
What number was that made the tackle? Who made that tackle?
Be 3rd down and goal.
The run stops short as that brings up 3rd and goal.
Griggs is going to have Westbury and Yeager backed up, ready to put in motion. And we have delay of game on the Nighthawks. First time that penalty's been called all game.
Penalty on the Nighthawks.
So back it up 5. It'll remain 3rd down, except it'll be 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Griggs has got Russell as a running back, Yeager and Westbury as a receiver. Puts his men in motion, takes the pitch, and a pass to Yeager, and he wasn't ready for it. Pass ball's incomplete.
Nighthawk pass incomplete, and that brings up a 4th down.
4th down for the Nighthawks. Yeager, a little upset, was thinking there was pass interference. Griggs puts his man in motion. Griggs tries to make something out of nothing. Eli Emery on chase, and he does get it away. Pass falls
Emery and Miller on the stop for the Power as that's a turnover on downs.
As the Power get a turnover. 3:21 to go here in the quarter. Power will take over. There's the ball. Only get placed right back at the 7-yard line. Are they going to mark where he got sacked? They are going to mark where Griggs was sacked. So he was sacked back at the 16-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Power right at the 16-yard line. Right out the other Trey Robinson back out there at quarterback. Looks over the middle, deflected, nearly intercepted.
Robinson's pass incomplete.
A lot of
the intended target, number 35. Devarion Williams.
A lot of disagreement between the Nighthawk players after that incomplete pass. And 2nd down comes up for the Power. 2:55 to go here in quarter number 3. Takes a snap. He's got a running lane. Nearly gets hauled down behind the original line of scrimmage. And he's going to get marked at about
Robinson
the 20.
on the scramble, as that brings up 3rd down.
They get marked just shy of the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him right at the 25, actually. So 3rd down and 1 for the Power. Robinson. Puts Whitlock in motion. Looks. Bounced off the carpet, incomplete. A 4th down coming up.
Incomplete, the intended target of Whitlock. That brings up 4th down. Gotta get these fans going.
4th and 1 for the Power. They need to just get to the Nighthawk 24-yard line. Robinson hands it off. That's going to be enough for a Power 1st down. Flag does come in right at about the line of scrimmage.
Nunley with the carry for the Power.
It is holding on the Power according to the back judge, who threw the flag. So it is holding on the Power. Clock stops, 1:09 to go. So 4th and 11 instead of 4th and 1. 55 seconds to go. As Robinson looks deep down the field, knocked away by number 25 of the Nighthawks.
Robinson's pass incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on down.
So the Nighthawks get a much needed stop. With 41 seconds to go, looking to take their first lead of the game. Final scores around the sports world and between quarters 3 and 4. How about that for y'all? Frederick Griggs brings his offense back out. 36 seconds to go here in the quarter. Puts his man in motion. False encroachment on the Power. That should stop the clock. There should be encroachment on the Power. At least that's from what it looks like. Yep, there it is. Offside on the Power.
Penalty on the Power.
Defensive penalty, the clock should not run, even though there's technically time added. And they did add it. 24 seconds back on the clock. So 1st and 5 from the 10-yard line. Griggs. As Griggs tries to take it himself. That play works a couple times in the Southern Plains Football League. It has not worked so far this game.
Griggs
And
with the
that
run, brought down by De'Aaron McAdams. And
that
after
will take
3/4
us-
of play, your Iowa Power 14 and the Iowa Nighthawks 12.
And that will take us to quarter number 4 here in Dubuque,
What'd you say your name
Iowa.
was?
Christina,
Christina.
give a big round of applause for
Ladies and gentlemen, could we get a big round of applause for our volunteer clock worker, Christina?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's take a quick look around the sports world as we are awaiting the start of quarter number 4. We've got
If you bought a 50/50 raffle ticket tonight, that will be drawn in this quarter.
NFL preseason action going on right now. The LA Chargers and the LA Rams, the Battle of Los Angeles. Chargers lead 22-17 with 6:32 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ravens and Cowboys 28-13 in favor of the Ravens. 9:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bucks and Steelers tied at 14. 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Battle of New York happening today as well. Jets, Giants. Giants have the more dominant edge there, 31-12 with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And just getting started from Denver, Colorado, Broncos lead the Cardinals 7-0. 10:49 to go here in that one. Griggs, quick pass, Yeager right through his hands.
Griggs pass incomplete. That brings up a third down.
Third down coming up for the Nighthawks. Nine yards away from putting themselves up here in the fourth. We also have some finals. I'll announce some of those finals in between possessions here. Griggs pitches it to Yeager. Yeager spins, gets down to about the 5. Is that gonna be enough for a Nighthawk first? It looks like it is. First down for the Nighthawks. As we're at 13:50 to go here.
The run gives the Nighthawks a first down.
We're in the final 13:40 of this ball game. Up to Hunt Fountain. Little stumble there as he was running out into the field. Griggs moves. Oh, he's got Tahan Fountain out there at running back. Griggs puts his man in motion. First and goal. Griggs rolls right. Cannot shed the sack. And Gregory Griggs gets put into the board.
Jalen Miller with the sack.
Griggs, a loss of about 8 yards, excuse me. Loss of 8 on the play. We second down. See if the Nighthawks can make this game a little bit more interesting as we wind down the clock here. Yeager and Westbury in motion. Griggs takes the snap. Quick dump. Nowhere to go afterward. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
By number 35, Williams. And that brings up a third down.
So third, and let's just call it 3rd and 13. You gotta get to the end zone here. Griggs has Russell and Yeager in motion. Griggs pass, end zone! It's caught! Matthew Yeager, touchdown Nighthawks!
Griggs touchdown reception. Caught. Oh. Pass is
Oh, they're
caught.
ruling it incomplete!
Incomplete pass on the play.
They rule the pass incomplete! Hang on, officials are getting together here. Oh, and Westbury just got tossed. William Westbury just got tossed.
Official ruling is an incomplete pass.
So William Westbury just got himself ejected from the ball game. Granted, I understand the frustration here. I understand the frustration. You think you've taken the lead, and because the initial ruling was touchdown, and then all of a sudden, like 5 seconds later, they're come out and say no, this pass was incomplete. So I understand Westbury's frustration and all that. Me trying to be neutral here. But I also don't know how you can make a call like that without an official review, which unfortunately we do not have access to here. So the Power will get possession off. Oh, they. Westbury given the Breakfast Club fist in the air send off as he goes to the locker room.
Power fans, make some noise. It's 4th down.
So it'll be 4th down, 11 minutes to go. I cannot quote the fan that I heard, but if you heard her, I totally agree with what she just said. I have no idea what just happened there. But anyway, 4th down and 25 yards to go. Griggs, under pressure, heaves it downfield. Nearly intercepted, but that kind of plays in favor of the Power because the ball will be placed right at midfield.
Griggs' pass incomplete, and that's a turnover on downs.
So 10, 20.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got the waiting ticket for tonight's Moski raffle. If you're taking that just an hour, you can pick up your $80 worth of the merchandise table. Ticket number 908.
We have a couple more scores. I mean, we've got a couple finals to report from the National Football League. And we have our first ever 50-50 raffle winner right here, folks. Congratulations to that man. Couple final scores to read off for you today. Let's go. Oh, Battle of New York has officially gone final. The Giants take down the Jets 31-12. The Niners take down the Raiders 22-19. The Texans dominate the Panthers 20-3. The Patriots beat the Vikings 20-12. Sorry, Vikings fans, especially the two people that I know that are probably watching this. And the Packers take down the Colts 23-19. Pass nearly intercepted by Tahan Fountain. It was right in his hands, but he dropped it.
Robbins' pass incomplete, as that brings up 2nd down.
9:40 to go here in the quarter. I completely.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, anybody that's buying car keys that are not there, please bring them over to the DJ booth. Thank you.
Robinson puts his 2 men in motion. Fakes one handoff, hands it off to his other man. Tries a stiff arm and gets blood up against the boards. That was Jannard Nunley. Out. I heard that hit all the way up here.
Nunley with the run. Brings up 3rd down.
9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. The Power really don't have to do anything. They can try and milk as much of this clock as possible, but these fans want scoring. That's what this game's all about.
I want scoring.
Even Hugh to my left wants scoring.
I want scoring.
Even Kira to my right wants scoring. As Robinson tries to run over Tahan Fountain. Kinda did, but Tahan brought him down. 3rd down and about 4th down. 4th down and 2.
Robinson with the scramble. Brings up 4th down.
The big man Tahan Fountain on defense for the Nighthawks. He was a problem throughout the entire Southern Plains Football League for most teams.
He's huge.
Robinson, nice lane! And guess who touched him down? I mentioned him 3 seconds ago. Tahan Fountain, 1st down for the Power.
Trey Robinson with the 1st down. Brought to you by Truck Country.
Someone's picking for the Nighthawks this summer.
Yeah, but he's not playing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so there's one more final update I can give you in the National Football League. The Miami Dolphins took down the Detroit Lions 24-17 in Detroit. Robinson, hands off his man, touchdown Power!
Nunley with the Iowa Power touchdown!
Moves the score to 20-12. timeout called by the Power. That was their first of the half. And I never reset the timeouts from halftime.
You'll have.
As the 2-point try goes no good, it remains an 8-point ball game. So the Nighthawks have a chance, folks.
With the run on the 2-point attempt, no good.
It is a 1-minute warning in second and fourth quarter. So I can't officially confirm that. So 6:05 to go here from Dubuque. The inaugural Iowa Power game against their partners from Newton. Music has got me moving over here. I'm a groove into this song. Don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, the Power were going one way, and they tried kicking it going to the left. So let's put that camera down to the other end zone. Again, it's preseason. All mistakes are allowed in preseason. Technically, this is the fan appreciation game, which is kind of odd, it being the first game of the year. But according to the poster, this is our fan appreciation game. So, thank you to all the fans that came out to support not only the Iowa Power, but to also the visiting fans that came out to support your Iowa Nighthawks. We need a football. We got a football. Oh, there comes one. Comes from the Nighthawk bench. I think we only have 3 footballs. I think that's why they asked if any ball gets put into the stands, if they can be returned back to the field. At least that's what I saw. Curtis Fetter kicks the ball back off to the Nighthawks. Yeager gets the ball on the fly this time, and Yeager is going to get hauled down. And
Yeager with the return.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I could not see what happened. A fan was right in my line of sight. But Yeager gets hauled down right at the 14-yard line. Nighthawks take over, 1st and 10. 5:20 to go here from the power plant. So the Nighthawks take over, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. They need a touchdown, and the clock stopped at 4:55. And now it continues to run. Griggs is going to put his 2-man in motion. Takes the snap. Griggs looking. This is a wobbly pass. It's intercepted. Gonna get returned down inside the 5.
Griggs' pass intercepted by Devarion Williams.
Devarion Williams with the takeaway, and that might have just sealed the Nighthawks' fate here in the Power City of Dubuque. Penalty called on the Nighthawks.
Sportsmanlike conduct on the Nighthawks.
I mean, a lot of unsportsmanlike. I mean, I understand the frustration of having to drive all the way up to Dubuque and not a lot of things are going your way. But you gotta remain professional in all of this. First and goal for the Power right at the 3-yard line. This is Respris at quarterback. Hands it off. Flags come in from everywhere. They're going to rule a touchdown for the Power.
With the touchdown penalties on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
Two.
See what the ref says. Get rid of that for right now. Put it back up if it's good. Personal foul, face mask on the Nighthawks. It is a Power touchdown.
Nighthawks. Power touchdown.
So that basically just put the Nighthawks on ice here in Dubuque. Two-point try from the 5. Are they going to... Okay, so how are they going to rule this? Greg's still a tad upset about... Greg's has been kind of been in a... I don't want to... That's kind of a mean thing to say. But he's kind of not been in the right headspace this entire game. Oh, so it was a face mask on the Power. But he pointed in the direction of the... we are 100% in preseason form. We will get this all figured out. So the Nighthawks. If I had a nickel for every time I did that, I would have probably 2 nickels right now. So this will be a 2-point try from the 20-yard line. Press. He's going to have to try a deep shot. In trouble. Escapes. He's going to try and do the Seneca Wallace run. Oh, and he almost got there. He tried the Seneca Wallace run that he did on Texas Tech back in 03 and almost pulled it off. Shy by 3 yards. What a run by Keandrick Respris.
Respris with the run for the Power.
2-point try, no good. Nighthawks will take over. 3:39 to go here in the ball game. Nighthawks are down by a couple scores. Can the Power hold on and claim victory in their first ever game? little bit of a delay here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're getting everything figured out here. I understand the pride that both of these teams want to leave on the line tonight, with especially being a partner programs. And to be 100% honest, I would love to see this game back for a preseason game next year. What's up next after this game for your Iowa Power? They are back at home for one more preseason game back here at the power plant. They will take on the Kansas City Bulldogs. One of the teams I don't think the Bulldogs are a part of the UIFA. So another preseason game back here at the power plant, and then 2 weeks after that, selfishly, I will be 26. But first official home game for the regular season for your Iowa Power. They will take on the Bears from St. Paul. All of the home games will be right here on the Iowa Power YouTube channel. We appreciate all of the people that have joined in. We topped out at about 116 viewers.
Hurry this up, bro.
As we get ready, whoa, we still got a little bit of confusion going on here on the sideline. 3:39 still to go here in the fourth. So we're just kind of standing around here. Pretty sure after these teams get done and they get like about an hour to cool down, pretty sure they're gonna be drinking a cold one down at POSH Lounge. Bulldogs is primary 11-man. If someone can tell me what league, if someone in the chat can tell me what league they're originally from, I would appreciate it. I would love to know what league that they're from. But the Kansas City Bulldogs primary an 11-man team. Is it the Kansas City side, or is it the Kansas City Missouri side? Because it does kind of split in between the river. This is too long for no reason. I agree. Why is taking so long? Technically, if we were running a play clock, there would be like what, 3 or 4 delayed games before something got
a million.
about 1 million, you said. We finally got a football. Let's finish this game, folks. Kick is away. It's going to bounce off of the back wall in the end zone. Yeager, he's got a lane. Matthew Yeager, he's going to score. It's a Nighthawk touchdown. And folks, this game's not over.
With a kick return touchdown for the Nighthawks.
This game is not over. Matthew Yeager with a touchdown on the kick return. We've got a flag down in the end zone. We do have a flag down in the end zone. As you can see right there, right where that white line is in the end zone, there's a flag right there. Let's see what the flag. So it is a touchdown for the Nighthawks. And it's a penalty on the power. Because he did point. That's weird. He's pointing in the direction of one team, but he said another. But it is a touchdown for the Nighthawks. 3 minutes left to go here in the city of Dubuque.
I don't think it's even raining. It's just been lightning and thunder.
And we've got a 2-point try to make this a 6-point ball game here, folks. Unfortunately, I got the touchdown. I'm not sure. The touchdown is good. This could be if it is a penalty on the power. It's a 15-yarder. I'm assuming they're going to enforce it on the kickoff, which is typically how those work sometimes. Puts 2 men in motion. Griggs looking for 2. Rolls left. Passes it. And it is incomplete. And the Nighthawks remain down by 8.
No good.
But that still means it is a 1-possession game, folks. We're coming down to the wire, and the Nighthawks are providing the heat. Take a look at some other final scores from around the sports world. How about we jump down to baseball? We are about a month and a half away from postseason baseball, so division races heating up. One of the games currently going right now, top of the 9th. Tigers lead the Twins 8-5. One final to report from earlier today that I currently have showing up on my phone. I'll scroll through here and get the other scores for you. Cubs beat the Pirates 3-1. They're going to need a lot more wins to get back on track to get that NL Central race, though. Yeah. The Brewers have just been unstoppable.
Won't lose.
Brewers don't know how to lose. Even if the game was taken away from them, they'll be like, psych! A couple other scores to report. We have a game in extra innings right now. The Orioles and the Astros at 4, top of the 12th.
Yeah.
So, Orioles, Astros tied at 4, top of the 12th. Extra innings baseball out there, or down there in Houston, Texas. Speaking of teams from Texas, Rangers got dominated today by the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays having a fantastic year this year, 14-2.
Onside kick.
As an onside kick try gets recovered by the Power right at the 10-yard line.
Onside kick recovered by number 4, Demond Street.
Two minutes and 11 seconds to go with the 1-minute warning looming around the corner here. Will the Power just basically kill this clock? They're up by an entire possession here.
I love
love this song. Used to be played at all college bars when I was in college.
Clock begins to run. 2:07 to go.
Come on, Blake. Come on, Blake.
Takes the snap. That's Blake Bartz as the quarterback, and he gets taken down. Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and goal coming up for the Power.
Bring down, bring up, get down.
And it's a
Nighthawks.
Nighthawk timeout. They're down to 2 remaining. Minute 38 to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's talk a couple other final scores as I'm looking at them right now. Nationals edge the Philadelphia Phillies 2-0. Man, that had to have been a barn burner of a game. How about a barn burner that had a little bit extra more scoring? The Red Sox take down the Marlins 7-5. The Mets take down the Mariners 3-1. And the Brewers, we literally just mentioned them earlier, a 14th consecutive win, taking down the Reds in extras. 6-5. The Brewers just, as a Cub fan, they got that win. Bartz, quick pass, quick hitter, touchdown!
So with the touchdown
to Whitlock.
Whitlock.
And the Power jump out to 32-18. That most likely seals the deal for the visiting Nighthawks.
Power fans, make some noise!
That was a missile from Blake.
Penalty on the play. He's got to back it up to the 20-yard line again. Another 15-yard penalty. But
They need to get a microphone for these refs. They need to get a microphone for the refs so we can know what's going on.
Bartz on the 2-point try. Nearly intercepted by Tahan Fountain, but a fan with an amazing reception, but it don't count for the 2.
2-point conversion, incomplete.
So we're at the 1-minute warning here in Dubuque. 32-8. The Power basically ran away with it. Right at the end, the Nighthawks have only able to find the end zone twice, but they could not find the 2-point conversion on each try. Oh, one other sponsor I completely forgot about. Dolph's Bar. Gary Dolphin's Bar.
That's where the after party's at.
Here in Dubuque. That is home to the after parties and our watch parties for home games. So if you can't make it to the arena, head over to Gary Dolphin's Bar here in the lovely city of Dubuque. The legendary man himself, Gary Dolphin, voice of the University of Iowa football and men's basketball teams. Yeager on the return. Can he get another touchdown here? Answers my question right there.
Yeager with the return, brought down by number 6, Bo Keenan.
Bo Keenan on the stop. 50 seconds to go. Can the Nighthawks? Will the Nighthawks find an answer here? 50.5 seconds to be exact as the clock stops. And the clock will run right before the start of the play. As Cotton Eye Joe currently plays in the arena.
I don't know how to dance this. Not on the fingers, but.
Couple of the final scores around Major League Baseball. The Braves dominate the Guardians 10-1, and the Royals beat the White Sox 6-2. 50 seconds to go. Griggs gonna try and do it himself. Frederick Griggs, can he get out of bounds? He does. And the clock stops, 41 seconds to go.
Griggs with the scramble for the Nighthawk first down.
Griggs trying to milk as much as that clock as he can to get, or keep as much milk on the clock. That way that he can give his Nighthawks a chance to get back in this game. Because in arena football, it's not over until that clock hits 0. I've seen comebacks in arena ball before. Quick pitch to Tahan Fountain. Fountain down to the 10. Are the Nighthawks going to call a timeout? I believe they do.
Pass complete.
33 seconds to go. Timeout by Iowa. And why did it just give me 40 minutes on the clock? Hold on a second, folks. A little technical difficulties with the clock here. I don't know why it jumped to 40 minutes. There we go. 33 seconds left. Timeout by the Nighthawks. Down to their final one of the half. If I'm counting that correctly. Griggs, 33 seconds now. Clock runs, 30 seconds left to go. Takes the snap. He's going to try and do it himself. He's got one blocker. Frederick Griggs is in the end zone for a Nighthawk touchdown. And hold the phone, folks. Frederick Griggs just gave his team a chance. Back to an 8-point ball game. This one goes. Two-point try back from the 20-yard line again. You know, I didn't see a penalty on that play. Okay, so two-point try from the 20. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand this. No penalty was called. Because the penalty was called, the touchdown would have counted. Griggs takes the snap, looks, pass falls incomplete, 13 seconds to go. It remains an 8-point ball game.
Pass incomplete.
13 seconds to go, folks. It's the Nighthawks and Power 8 points separate these two teams, and we have another onside kick try coming up. By Carter Heasley. Clock gets moved back up to 20 seconds. This has been a fun game so far. Love the action pack that is arena football as we are awaiting the onside kick try by Carter Heasley. Drew Hartford out there, special teams coordinator for the Nighthawks, giving some extra directions as to hoping that his team can get the ball back. Now remember, it is still regulation rules. The ball has to travel 10 yards. Here comes the onside kick try by Carter Heasley. Takes a bounce. Bounces off the wall. I don't think if the ball hits the wall on a kickoff, it counts as out of bounds.
Correct.
It does?
No, you're right.
No,
It's
it
not
doesn't.
out.
Okay, so that ball remains live, but it is recovered
Onside
by the
kick,
power.
Recovered by Whitlock.
And folks, I think that's going to do it here from the power plant. So we have that ready to go. 20 seconds remaining. I don't know if you can just take a knee here or if the ball has to travel forward. But 20 seconds remaining. The Power are looking to add more to the scoreboard, it looks like. Handed off, that's Eli Emery. And Emery's going to get down to inside the 5.
Emery with the run.
Penalty on the play, though.
Flag on the play.
12 seconds to go. No, I never change possession on the scoreboard on my scoreboard manager. No, I'm in mid-season form of this Southern Plains Football League. See what the penalty is here. Honestly, would not surprise me if it runs time off the clock. I don't even know what the penalty was. Oh, there was a penalty on the play. And it gets taken off. 12 seconds to go. Blake Bartz takes the snap, hands it out to Eli Emery, and Eli Emery's gonna put the icing on the cake here in Dubuque.
Emery with the Iowa Power touchdown.
So the Iowa Power, in their inaugural game, are going to take down their partners from Newton. But now we await what the final score is going to be. We await the 2-point try. Eli Emery back in there at running back. Are they going to hand it to the big man again? Big man touchdown right here. Or big man 2-point conversion. And he's in! Eli Emery!
Emery with the 2-point conversion.
40 points to open up the franchise for the Power. With 2.5 seconds to go, this ball game is certainly over. one touch up back with the Brewers winning today. That is a franchise record 14th straight win. That is insane. Don Fountain out there getting dancing.
I saw him over in the end zone dancing.
Yeah, you gotta add the humor to it if you can find it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Power, are the Power just gonna onside kick it to, or are they gonna squib it to kill the rest of this clock? Yeah. I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. I need one more.
We need 2 more.
No, they're pulling one off.
Oh, okay. I see.
Discombobulation has been this entire game almost. Squib kick. Can the Nighthawks get at least one more score? No, they will not. The clock never ran.
There it goes.
There it goes. The ball game is over. Congratulations, Power.
And
You
your
won
final
your
from
franchise with a victory.
the Power Plant, your Iowa Power 40, the Iowa Nighthawks 24. Fans, we want to thank you for coming out tonight. The Power are back in action next week, August 23rd, at home against the Kansas City Bulldogs. We hope to see you here. Safe travels home.
Let's get Hugh Maloney back on here. He was helping out with the
Public address announcement.
with public address announcing. Sorry, little discombobulation with us having to. They wanted us to do both. We couldn't. Hugh, how did that game go in your eyes?
No, that game was a really good game. You know, started off hot, and then that second, third quarter, the defenses really picked up, and I think you really saw the defensive adjustments in halftime that both teams made. So we didn't see a whole lot of scoring to start that third quarter, and then the fourth quarter, I think Bartley and the rest of the Iowa Power just figured out the Nighthawks defense, and as you see, they put up a 40 burger.
Oh yeah. So that draw a blank on what I was gonna say. Sorry, folks. We are completely in preseason form. We want to thank all of our sponsors for providing their assistance with the Iowa Power. Name off a couple that I can think off the top of my head as I pull them up. Riley Subaru, Dubuque YMCA, Precision Spine and Pain Center, DuTrac Community Credit Union, Lane Madsen of State Farm, Truck Country, Best Western, the Marines. I think it's T&B Automotive. Let's get the rest of them up here, folks, because there's a graphic that they have all on me. Hold on one second. As I'm getting the sponsorships, hold on, folks. Here we go. Riley Subaru, District 20 Supply Company, 7G Distributing, Barrel House Food and Spirits, Veterans Freedom Center, Dubuque Community YMCA, we've already said that. 5 Flag Center, how did we forget to mention the 5 Flag Center as
Home
a
of the
sponsor?
Power Plant.
How did we forget that? Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce, Retrieving Freedom Inc. Incorporated, United Way of Dubuque Area Tri-State, Dubuque In Pursuit News, The Other Side, Moski's Barbecue, Peace Nutrition, Suppz Stores, The Hangry Hobo, Pizza Ranch, great place to go eat.
Buffet.
Oh yeah. POSH Entertainment, or POSH Lounge, we've mentioned them quite a few times throughout the night. The Midwest Typhoons, who we did a scrimmage with last week. HOTWORX, we mentioned Best Western. Volv Fitness, Mindful Bites, Truck Country, Gary Dolphin's Iron Bar, the Average Joe's Housing, Jason Davis for Dubuque Mayor. There's just way too many to list here. And all of the other sponsors and Chick-fil-A. Let's do that. Let's name off that one and call it good for the rest of the night. Any final thoughts before we sign off for tonight, Hugh?
No, not really. Just a very exciting game, and it's going to be a lot of fun watching this progress over time.
And this is what we've got in store for the next few years to come, Dubuque. Hugh Maloney, Trevor Ricci with you, signing off. One final time, your final score. It's here on the screen. Your Iowa Power 24 and the 40. Try that again. The Iowa Power 40. The Iowa Nighthawks 24. We will see you back next week where the Kansas City Bulldogs make their trip up to the lovely city of Dubuque where they take on your Power. Good night from the power plant, folks.